Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift. It's a healthy love night. I say welcome to each and everyone locked in right now. Those tuned in on TuneIn Radio. The night shift with DJ Kevin Stew, rockthebox.net. All the affiliates, Rockthebox, all the affiliates, including One Harmony Radio, Foundation Radio Network, WGLRO, home of the Donnie Walker Morning Show, taking you from the sheets to the streets on the People Station, WGLRO.com. Want to say big ups to those locked in on PEMGTV.com, and of course right here on the home of the night shift, KevinStew.com.
Look back now, real back now.
Kicking it up with Leon Caldero. It's called Act Normal.
She just calling me. Say she have a piece of waist that could blow me away. Through the arrows, through the corn. Anyway, she is a dance, but go and perform. Yeah. But look, the girl there, and she don't like it when I steering on and on. She know I want less, and I go chance it, but afraid I get caught out. I want to take a wine on your bummy, girl, right there. I see me, girl, right there. Your body calling me. Oh gosh, I wanna hold and jam on your bummy, girl, right there. I see me, girl, right there.
Hey Katie Ann,
Listen me. Oh yeah.
welcome back.
But I had to watch you.
I know you couldn't stay away for too long.
Wanna wine on you, girl. You're teasing me. But I had to watch you, girl. Yeah, you're teasing me. But all I could do now is just act normal. Just act normal. Just act normal. Yeah. Just act normal. Just act normal. Just act normal. Ooh, yeah. Every time she call me phone, it's a bacchanal involving big stone. Yeah. Anytime she passing by, make girls watch me like she wants start to cry. Yeah. She always want me, and she ain't bluffing and afraid. She real bad. Yeah. But I real want less, and I go chance it once. She ain't catch me running down woman. I want to take a wine on your bummy, girl, right there. I see me, girl, right there. Your body calling me. Oh gosh, I wanna hold and jam on your bummy, girl, right there. I see me, girl, right there. Your body enticing me. Oh yeah. You're teasing me, but I had to watch you. You're teasing me. I really wanna wine on you, girl. You're teasing me, but I had to watch you, girl. Yeah, you're teasing me, but all I could do now is just act normal.
The question here is, what is normal?
Yeah.
Who's normal?
Normal. Just act normal. Just act normal.
I want to say thanks to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the show. Then being in the moment is priceless. Give them a call. 754-999-6020 gets you in touch with them. You can visit them at pulseemg.com.
See me, girl, right there.
They can hook you up with something just like this that you're watching right here.
You're teasing me.
Or if you want to capture a moment or stream a moment,
You're teasing me. I really wanna wine on you, girl.
they got you.
Teasing me. But I had to watch you, girl. Yeah, you're teasing me. But all I could do.
8264, what kind of teasing is that you're doing in the pot? I want to invite you guys to join us in the stew pot. Oh, come on in the water. It's always fine. It's what others call a chat room. On kevinstew.com, it's a stew pot. Just jump on in. We keep things bubbling right there. So it's Healthy Love Night. And whenever we do Healthy Love, It's typically something that, or I try to feature something that is a hot topic, and this one can be pretty hot. But last week we featured the men, and I thought it would be only fitting that we feature the women this week. You know, we don't want our sisters, mothers, aunties, cousins to be left out. Yeah, wives, girlfriends, you know. We don't want them to be left out. Best friends. So tonight we're looking at menopause. And what is menopause? And we'll see how many aspects of menopause we can get into before we go into the musical therapy. Please view the video. It's a natural remedy to treat most hot flash menopausal symptoms. Okay, cool. See, they're on the ball. Boy, I tell you. I love my listeners and friends. So here's Larissa's story. Larissa is 52. She's excited to be starting a new phase of her life as her children have left home, and she has more time for her other interests. She's looking forward to traveling and taking a computer class. But recent health changes have been getting in the way of her plans. Larissa has been having irregular periods for the past few months, and now she's getting hot flashes and having trouble sleeping. And the hot flashes, which cause her body and face to heat up quickly and uncomfortably, are waking up several times a night. Larissa is tired and irritable from lack of sleep and fed up with the hot flashes. She is ready to talk to her doctor about finding some relief. Well, Larissa, I guess you could follow 264's advice and check out that link that is posted in the stew pot. However, good evening, Julianne. Welcome to the show. Larissa is experiencing the menopausal transition, which apparently is a normal part of aging. It is not a disease. It is not a disorder. So it's not one of those things that you really get a cure for. After the menopausal transition, many women feel relieved they no longer have to worry about painful periods, cramps, or getting pregnant. Some women don't have any trouble with menopausal symptoms. Others, well, the men in their lives suffer. But the menopausal transition can bring on hot flashes, trouble sleeping, moodiness and irritability, pain during sex, and even depression. Some may decide to talk with their doctors about treatments for their symptoms. Some just grin and bear it. Now, there are a lot of factors to consider when thinking about treating menopausal symptoms. Again, it's not a disease, it's not a disorder. So, I guess doctors would have to be mindful about things referred to as a treatment. Menopause is a point in time, 12 months after a woman's last period. The more natural the treatment, the easier it is on the body. I'll go with that. So menopause is a point in time 12 months after a woman's last period. So for 12 months, they have to go through this transition. Ladies, for 12 months, you have to go through this transition. So is it that the period just ends and then the 12-month transition starts and then that ends and everything is all good? how does that really work? The years leading up to that point, when women may have changes in their monthly cycles, hot flashes, and other symptoms, are called the menopausal transition or perimenopause. The menopausal transition most often begins between ages 45 and 55. It usually lasts about, get this, guys, hold on to your seats. It usually lasts about 7 years, but can last as long as 14 years. During the menopausal transition, the body's production of estrogen and progesterone, two hormones made by the ovaries, varies greatly. And I guess that's where you get the mood swings. Bones become less dense, making women more vulnerable to fractures. And during this period, the body begins to use energy differently. Fat cells change, and women may gain weight more easily. Now, menopause may be triggered by a hysterectomy or surgical removal of the ovaries, which produce hormones. If you have surgery to remove your ovaries or uterus and not taking hormones, you'll experience the symptoms of menopause immediately. So pay attention, have that conversation with your doctor if you're going to have a hysterectomy, ladies. Now, this time in a woman's life is often full of other transitions, not just the physical ones. Women may be caring for aging parents or relatives, supporting their children as they move into adulthood, or taking on new responsibilities at work. It's just a pause for men. Yeah, I typically call it man at pause. But sometimes I get in trouble for it. So I'll just leave it as it is, menopause. I don't know who made up the word, I don't know the etymology of the word. And I probably should have looked it up. But I'll ask one of you guys to do it. 773-789 Stu gets you in touch, by the way. 773-789-7839 along with the Stew Pot. Now, if you're having symptoms commonly associated with the menopausal transition, your doctor may ask questions about your age, symptoms, and family history to determine if it's really the menopausal transition causing your symptoms. In some cases, your doctor may suggest a blood test to check if your follicle-stimulating hormones, your FSH, and estradiol, your E2 levels, where they are, to rule out any other causes for the changes that you're experiencing. The menopausal transition, sometimes called perimenopause, begins several years before a woman's last period. So your body gives you some warning signs. Men, you get warning signs. During this time, women may experience spotty menstrual cycles, hot flashes, and other changes. While this time is commonly referred to as menopause, actual menopause doesn't happen until 1 year after the final menstrual period. After menopause, women enter post-menopause. In other words, more problems for men. Postmenopausal women are more vulnerable to heart disease and osteoporosis. At this time, it is important to eat healthy and make sure you get lots of calcium to keep your bones strong. Why do I say it's more problems for men? Because they need to pay closer attention to the women in their lives. Now, I'm not just talking about wives and girlfriends. I'm talking about sisters, aunts, not uncles, grandmothers. You get it. Any female in your life that could be possibly going through this. As a man, you need to pay attention. As a male, you need to pay attention. A woman who doesn't want to get pregnant should continue to use birth control for at least a full 12 months after her last period. Why? If it's after her last period, then why take birth control? Where's the doctor? Where's the doctor when I need it? Him, her, them. Where are the doctors? Why should she still take birth control 12 months after her last period? Wait, ladies, does your last period come in a special way that you know that it's your last period? Oh boy, more questions. Who has answers? So, essentially, that is what menopause is. So, how can you then tell if you're nearing menopause or if it has actually passed? Is there a hormone test you could do? How can you tell? During perimenopause, hormone tests are generally not helpful because hormone levels change throughout the menstrual cycle. Sometimes testing is done to check specific hormone levels, especially to evaluate fertility problems or when periods stop at an early age. And this can help women make decisions about beginning or adjusting treatment. For some women, it may make sense to test for other causes of symptoms that can mimic perimenopause, such as thyroid disease. And when it comes to thyroid disease, it can be really interesting because now the hormones are all out of whack. When it comes to menopause, the hormones are all out of whack. So, what kind of situation do you end up in? You see, ladies have to go through all of this stuff. So, guys, I hope you're paying close attention. Some clinicians recommend testing a woman's saliva for estrogen or other hormone levels, but salivary hormone levels are expensive and they're not accurate, and really and truly should not be used to evaluate or treat menopausal symptoms. So, if it is suggested that you do saliva testing, I would ask for a second opinion. The hormones are still active at menopause. So, that's why they should take birth control after the last period. Oh, that was just information for me. Thank you though, if it is just information. Healthy eating, lots of physical activity. Stay away from most soy-based products. Eating clean, like fruits, vegetables, high in calcium and low in sugar and fat. See, my doctor's showing up. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our experienced ladies. Either way, the info is truly appreciated. What about FSH testing? Follicle stimulating hormones. Sometimes elevated FSH levels are measured to confirm menopause. And when a woman's FSH blood level is consistently elevated to 30 units per milliliter or higher, and she has not had a menstrual period for a year, then it is generally accepted that she has reached menopause. You have arrived. However, a single FSH level can be misleading in perimenopause, since estrogen production does not fall at a steady rate from day to day. Instead, both estrogen and FSH levels can vary greatly during perimenopause. One elevated FSH level is not enough to confirm menopause. More importantly, a low FSH level in a woman who is having hot flashes and changing periods does not eliminate the likelihood that she is still in perimenopause. And if a woman is using certain hormone therapies, like birth control pills, an FSH test would not be valid. Over the counter urine tests for menopause that measure FSH are often advertised, but tend to be expensive and not informative for the same reasons that we mentioned before. So, when a woman suspects that she is in perimenopause, that is a good time to have a complete medical examination by a qualified health professional. Really, do they really have to mention it has to be a qualified health professional? Who wants to go to an unqualified health professional? The diagnosis of perimenopause can usually be made by reviewing a woman's medical history. Her menstrual history and her signs and symptoms also play a role. The most common symptoms women in their 40s notice are changes in periods and the onset of hot flashes. Now, I remember when my mother started going through menopause. And I remember how helpless I felt in that house. Because first of all, this is in Jamaica. The house isn't air conditioned. And my mother is under the fan and fanning while sitting by the window. And always had something cold nearby. It was unbearable for me, and I wasn't the one experiencing it. So I can just imagine what it is that ladies go through when they're going through the hot flashes. Menopause is defined as 12 months without a menstrual bleed. In the absence of other conditions. And to date, there is no simple test to predict or confirm menopause or perimenopause. But research continues. So check your menstrual calendar. Check with your health provider's opinions. And once all suspicions have been confirmed, then I guess at that point you can say, well, yes, the jury is in and it's menopause. But until then, it's just wait it out and see. Because there's no real way to check and test. So, but yeah, watching my mother go through it, that wasn't pretty. And I empathize with anybody that is going through menopause or starting menopause, experiencing hot flashes. Oh boy. Pharmaceutical hormone replacements are not the automatic fix either. Yeah, they're not a one size fits all. Because everybody is different, there are so many variables to consider when looking at hormone replacement and hormone treatments. Hormone levels vary in women of different ethnicity and even in the same family. One sister started perimenopause at 38, while the older sister had not experienced any changes at 50. See? And these things happen in all the time. Because again, no two people are the same. So what do? You just grin and push through it. You get whatever support you can. Men, I suggest it's that you do the best you can to provide the best kind of support you can. Because outside of that, we'd be in a very uncomfortable place, both emotionally and physically. Because if it's your wife and you're insensitive, remember, you'll only have memories of that bed. Because you're going to be sleeping somewhere else. And hopefully it's not with the fishes. 28 minutes after the hour, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we are going to look at some natural remedies for hot flashes. Why? Because there's some out there. And coming up later on, we also have the optimal menopause diet. Because adding the right foods to your diet can actually reduce or prevent some menopause symptoms. Bet you didn't know that. All right, so we'll talk about it when we come back from the break. We're going to be looking at natural remedies, and later on we're going to be looking at a diet that could possibly be beneficial to symptoms of menopause. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. We'll be right back.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dah.org. churchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Chew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Chew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Chew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. It's a hot top, loud.
Gotta be bad, gotta be bold, gotta be stronger. Whoa, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fear. Stand up and be counted. Don't be afraid to try. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Gotta be bad. All right now. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Herald what your mama said. Read the books your father read. Try and solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Don't ask no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Whoa. Gotta be bad.
Want to thank GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show.
Gotta be bold.
GMAT Music Solutions providing stage production services, musical equipment, PA systems, audio engineers, DJs, musicians, singers,
Gotta be bold.
bringing your event to life.
Gotta be bad.
Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. That's 754-307-4622.
Gotta be bold.
And you can visit them online at gmatmusicsolutions.com.
Herald what your mama
Talking about being bad and being bold, do check out The Core,
try and solve the
where the grown and gorgeous meet at Jeppa's Place, 7153 West Oakland Park, coming this Friday.
others take a different view. My, oh my. Say you better
Karaoke starts at 7.
you got to be bad.
Sir Rockwell rocks the place after that,
You gotta be hard. You got to be
hosted by the Happy One.
not ever sad. You got to be hard. You gotta stay together. Got to stay calm. All I know is love will save the day. Be strong.
In the background, That was Novelty. You gotta be. Welcome back to the show. Those of you just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Better late than never. It is Healthy Love right here on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stu. And tonight we're talking about menopause. Before we went off on the break, we were looking at what menopause is and some of the symptoms of menopause. And one of the things that we realized that it is not is that it is not a disease and it is not a disorder. So it is not something that you're gonna be cured of. And you know, the mere fact that women have to endure this, we as men should be as supportive as we can as they go through it. All right, so big question. Does Mother Nature have any treatments to help hot flashes? Because like I said, I watched my mother go through it. That was my first experience with menopause. I was watching my mother go through it. And, well, I should say my first real experience with it. I was watching my mother go through it. And it wasn't a fun experience for me. It was, I think, as uncomfortable for me as it was for her. Yeah, she was the one that wanted to peel her skin off, but I was the one that had to watch. Not that I had to, but there wasn't really any getting away from it. It was right there. And you know, you love your parents. You don't want to be just ignoring them. You don't want to just say, okay, they're going through this, I'm going to be leaving. No. But just being there, you know, it's whew. So what does Mother Nature have to offer? I found a list of some things, and those of you who if you want to look back in the chat, you will see where there was a link posted where suggestion for a natural hot flash remedy or hot flash aid. But here it is. You have black cohosh. This herb has received quite a bit of scientific attention for its possible effects on hot flashes. Studies of its effectiveness in reducing hot flashes has produced mixed results though. Some women report that it has helped them, some not so much, naturally. Recent research suggests that black cohosh does not act like estrogen. It was once thought to act like estrogen, but it doesn't. And this reduces concerns about its effect on hormone-sensitive tissues like the uterus, and the breasts. Black cohosh has a good safety record over a number of years, and there have been reports linking black cohosh to liver problems, and this connection continues to be studied, but it's one of those that is recommended to aid in dealing with hot flashes. Then there's red clover. In 5 controlled studies, no consistent or conclusive evidence was found that red clover leaf extract reduces hot flashes. As with black cohosh, however, some women claim that red clover has helped them. Studies report few side effects and no serious health problems with the use of red clover, but studies in animals have raised concerns that it may have harmful effects on hormone-sensitive tissue. So that one, the jury is still out on that one also. Then there's dong quai or dong quai. And it has been used in traditional Chinese medicine to treat gynecologic conditions for more than 1,200 years. Now, of course, the Chinese, how often do they get it wrong? But only one randomized clinical study of Dong Quai has been conducted to determine its effects on hot flashes. And this botanical therapy was not found to be useful in reducing them. Some experts on Chinese medicine point out that the preparation studied was not the same as they use in practice. Dong Quai should never be used by women with fibroids or blood clotting problems such as hemophilia, or by women taking drugs that affect clotting like warfarin, or as it can complicate bleeding issues. It can cause bleeding complications. Then there is ginseng, and ginseng seems to be the root, the herb for everything. But research has shown that ginseng may help with some menopausal symptoms, like the mood symptoms and sleep disturbances, and with one's overall sense of well-being. But it has not been found to be helpful with hot flashes. Then there's kava. This may decrease anxiety, but there is no evidence that it decreases hot flashes. It is important to note that kava has been associated with liver disease. The FDA has issued a warning to patients and providers about kava because of its potential to damage the liver. Now, because of this concern, Canada doesn't allow kava to be sold. And it's as a result, the health department in Canada says, no, you can't sell kava anywhere in Canada. Next on the list is evening primrose oil. This botanical is also promoted to relieve hot flashes. The only randomized placebo-controlled study done in 56 women found no benefit over placebo. None. Reported side effects include inflammation, problems with blood clotting, and the immune system, nausea, and diarrhea. Doesn't quite seem to be worth it, does it? But then again, you also have drugs that do those very same things, have those very same side effects. It has been shown to induce seizures in patients diagnosed with schizophrenia who are taking antipsychotic medication. Evening primrose oil should not be used with anticoagulants or phenothiazines. So, I don't know how exactly they got it to be promoted as being able to relieve hot flashes, but with all of these potential problems, I would stay away from it. I would not have evening primrose oil as one of my choices. I'm sorry. Now, as with all therapies, there are some risks that are involved. And the public usually takes hormone therapies in the form of supplement pills, not as a preparation made directly from a herb by a trained herbalist. Keep in mind that herbal supplements are not as closely regulated as prescription drugs. The amount of herbal product, quality, safety, and purity may vary between brands or even between batches of the same brand. Herbal therapies may also interact with prescription drugs, so we need to be mindful of that, resulting in dramatic changes in the effect of the botanical, the drug, or even both. And so to be safe, you definitely want to tell your healthcare provider about all the botanical therapies that you're considering, and always, always, always stop all herbal treatments at least 2 weeks before any planned surgery. at least 2 weeks. Now, there are some solutions for the, let's call them the fabulous five, the 5 common symptoms to midlife women. And ladies, always remember, you want to discuss your concerns with your doctor. So, and well, they say they have solutions. I don't know how well these solutions work, but we'll take a look. So, the first one, some women find that hormone fluctuations in perimenopause create a feeling of being out of control. I don't know how many of you have had that feeling. My wife has been taking evening primrose for years, but only to stabilize her hormone levels, not for hot flashes. For hot flashes, she lives by black cohosh. So it works. Black cohosh actually works. That's interesting. Thank you for that. So we have at least one person. Again, there's no one size fits all. Trial and error. See what works for you, see what doesn't. Has she had any of the side effects of any of these herbs? And if so, what kind of side effects has she had? Some women experience that feeling of being out of control. Reports of increased irritability, anxiety, fatigue, and blue moods are not uncommon. Relaxation and stress reduction techniques, including deep breathing exercises and massages, a healthy lifestyle, good nutrition, daily exercise, we'll recommend that for everything, and enjoyable self-nurturing activities may all be helpful. Some women try to treat their menopause symptoms with over-the-counter products such as St. John's wort or vitamin B6. So there are no side effects to the evening primrose or the black cohosh. Your wife was one of the lucky ones, or is one of the lucky ones. Discussing mood issues with your healthcare provider can help you to identify the cause, assess for severe depression, and decide on the most appropriate intervention. For depression, typically prescription antidepressant medication may be indicated to correct a chemical imbalance. And I'm still wondering why they call these things chemical imbalances. I guess because they're hormonal. Although several weeks are usually needed to experience a full effect of one of these drugs, many women show a marked improvement with these medications with relatively few side effects. And some antidepressants have also been found to treat hot flashes. Who knew? Antidepressant therapy is most effective when combined with counseling or psychotherapy. Do note, however, that some of the side effects that are listed with some antidepressants include suicidal thoughts. I'm just saying, be mindful of that. While it is defined as the persistent involuntary loss of urine, most women would say urinary incontinence is an unfortunate, unwelcome, unwanted annoyance. And it is one of the things that actually happens with menopause. Now, luckily, there are strategies to help improve the various forms of incontinence without medication or surgery. Try drinking adequate water to keep urine diluted, clear, and or pale yellow. And avoid foods or beverages with a high acid or caffeine content, because this may actually irritate your bladder lining. These include grapefruit, oranges, tomato, coffee, and caffeine-containing soft drinks. And You're encouraged to try Kegel exercises to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles and reduce incontinence episodes. Um, I love Kegels, just so that you know. And I'll leave it right there. To get relief from night sweats, which is when you have hot flashes when you're asleep at nights, there are different things to try. Dress in light night clothes. For those who regularly listen to this show and have gone through the various topics that we've gone through, one of the recommendations for sleeping is actually sleeping in the nude. You get some of the best sleep when you sleep in the nude, and drop your temperatures to actually below 70. Believe it or not. So dress in light night clothes. Use or no night clothes. Use layered bedding that can easily be removed during the night. Try wicking materials. Cool down with an electric fan. Sip cool water throughout the night. That could also increase your bathroom visits also. So, I don't know. Keep a frozen cold pack under your pillow and turn over the pillow often so your head is always resting on a cool surface. Or put a cold pack on your feet. So, as it relates to night sweats, those are some of the recommended things you could do. If you have trouble falling asleep, well, that's another one. You might want to establish a regular sleep schedule. Wake up and go to bed at consistent times, even on the weekends. Relax and wind down before sleep by reading a book or listening to music or taking a bath, a nice leisurely bath. Side effects of taking antidepressants. You might be cured of your hot flashes, but you might end up dead. So, well, that's a cure. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds a bit crass, but it's true. And that's a problem with the truth sometimes. It can come across really rough. So wind down before going to bed. Try reading a book. Stay away from screens. Try staying away from screens to wind down. The blue light affects your sleep. It can affect you falling asleep. Again, that was something that we talked about in our sleep show. Try snacking on a bowl of cereal or peanut butter or toast before bedtime. I'd say go with the peanut butter. Milk and peanuts contain tryptophan. That helps the body to relax. Hence, the warm cup of milk to knock you out. A cup of chamomile tea may also do the trick. Keep bedroom light, noise, and temperatures at a comfortable level. Dark, quiet, and cool are conditions that support sleep. Cool, cold, more so than cool. One caller mentioned to avoid soy products. If it should be avoided for men as it is a phytoestrogen and is antagonistic to testosterone. Yes. What is better for women to improve estrogen levels? Yes, blue light affects your melatonin levels. Thank you very much. So yeah, the soy products thing can be real tricky. Use the bedroom only for sleep and sex. Keep the TV out of it. But don't limit the sex to only a bedroom. Let's just be real. Avoid caffeine and alcohol late in the day. Wait. Doesn't alcohol relax you and makes you loose? Shouldn't that put you to sleep? I can understand the caffeine part, but the alcohol? Okay. The last of the 5 major things that come with menopause: sexual discomfort. Menopause contributes to a lot of sexual function changes through the decrease in ovarian hormone production, and may actually lead to vaginal dryness also, and a decline in sexual function. Now, to counteract these, you want to try things like vaginal lubricants, which are available without a prescription, and these products decrease friction and ease intercourse when the vagina is dry. Only water-soluble products should be used, because when you use oil-based products like Vaseline, they can cause irritation. Only products designed for the vagina should also be used. Avoid hand creams and lotions containing alcohol and perfumes, because it may irritate the tender tissue. Examples of available vaginal lubricants include Astroglide, Moist Again, and Silk E. Shameless plugs. It depends on the type of alcohol that helps to get you to sleep. Okay. What type of alcohol do you recommend? Putting you on the spot. Vaginal moisturizers, which are also available without a prescription, improve or maintain vaginal moisture in women with mild vaginal atrophy. You know, when you hear about atrophy, well, I guess it's a muscle also, but you don't really associate it with the vagina at all. But here it is. And this is when tissues of the vulva and the lining of the vagina become thin and dry and less elastic and less lubricated as a result of estrogen loss. So just top up on some estrogen, maybe. The moisturizers also help keep vaginal pH low, and this ensures a healthy vaginal environment. So you can use Replen's KY Long Lasting Vaginal Moisturizer as moisturizers, as suggested, as examples. And these products can be used on a regular basis for long-lasting effect over lubricants. Also, eat juicy. It helps with vaginal dryness. Juicy, like what? What do you recommend for juicy? Or as juicy? Last, but by no means least, regular sexual stimulation helps. Women can maintain vaginal health through regular sexual activity, because it promotes blood flow to the the genital area. So go for it. It helps. A glass of red wine, preferably not the sweet kind, and stick with the dry wine. Okay. So red wine is what you recommend. What do you recommend as something juicy? When you say eat juicy, what do you mean? 11 minutes. Well, 1 minute after the top of the hour. We're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, we're gonna look at what did I say we're gonna look at? Optimal diet for menopause. So we'll see what is recommended when in perimenopausal state or going through menopause. What are the recommendations? This is the night shift. We're gonna take a quick little break and come back in just a few moments. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's Healthy Love right here on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. We'll be right back after these messages. in the moment. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Roll out with Island Rock Music and have fun. Check out the quality apparel at islandrockmusic.com. Designed for you and your crew. Hear the music, feel the breeze, with selected tracks and more. Available now from the online store at islandrockmusic.com. islandrockmusic.com. Log on today and ride with us.
Stepping, these are roots vibrations. Stepping.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
JTMZ Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Oh, yeah, girl. Ta 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 ta. Oh, 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 oh. Ta 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 ta. Oh, yeah. Oh, woman, your heart is like a work of art to me. Yeah. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shines through, yeah. Pretty little dot, like there's nobody like you. Lord, the way you're pretty, the outfit call you rose. Fresh from the garden, best thing ever grown. Beautiful from the crown to your toes, and all of the intelligence to challenge the pros. When the evening comes and sunshine come, you're ready to illuminate the spot where you sit down, girl. You are foundation, no other one can start the show quite like you. Oh, woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yeah. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shines through, girl. Pretty little dot, there's nobody like you. I may respect every good quality where you own. Kind and caring angel to your bone. Righteous in your heart and soul, girl. You blow my mind, no joke. Masterpiece won't sell to any old bidder. Solid as a rock, your standard set higher. That's good MVP, you're the winner. Fulfill my pleasure now, girl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yes. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shine through, yes. Pretty Little heart, there's nobody like you.
The sound of the Catalyst crew. The track is called Woman. I want to say thanks to JTMC for sponsoring this segment of the show.
Your heart is like a work of art to me.
JTMC provides you with tour management, bookings, promotions, event management, social media management, and entertainment management.
14 million stars, your light shines through, yeah.
Give them a call, 678-793-8800. 678-793-8800. Or visit them at jtmcenterprise.com. Tell them that you heard about them on the night shift of DJ Kevin Stew. Also want to remind you, if you want to get that nice blanket, which nice blanket? The one that you're watching right here on the night shift. On, if you're looking at the screen, you'll see it. It's this beautiful blanket. Just give me a link. 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839, and I can tell you how you can get it. And of course, if you want to advertise on the night shift or on kevinstew.com, same number is the number that you use. Call me, let's talk. You can advertise on the night shift, or you can advertise on kevinstew.com, or you can advertise in both places.
Hey, love you, girl.
So, with menopausal symptoms, some of them are just plain outright bothersome, such as the hot flashes and dry skin. I didn't even know you got dry skin with menopause. But there are other changes that are related to menopause that can lead to long-term health problems for women, as in the bone loss and the high cholesterol. But if you can follow an optimal menopause diet, it can help to reduce or even prevent menopausal symptoms and protect you from illness such as osteoporosis and cardiovascular disease. But did you know that there was such a thing as a diet for menopause? And there are some foundation foods that are great for women's health and can help with menopause symptoms like dry skin, bloating, weight gain, hot flashes, bone loss. And Lisa V. Bunce, who is a member of the American Dietetics Association and owner of Back to Basics Nutrition Counseling in Redding, Connecticut, has some tips for us. The earlier you make sure that these foods are staples in your menopause diet, then the easier menopause and the years beyond may actually be. Recommendations in the stew pot when it comes to the foods: low sugar fresh fruits, dark green leafy vegetables, not the can type. Drink lots of water during the day. Start your day with a bottle of room temperature water, at least 16 ounces. Herbal tea with very little or no sugar. Fish high in omega fats. It is true what I said about the constant and or regular sexual stimulation. That also keeps the love juices flowing and vaginal dryness to a minimum. Hey, what can I say? It may only be a DJ before my name, but hey, knowledge, information, it's out there. We get to when you soak up some, give out some. It leaves room for some more to come on in. All right, so water. Here we go. Vaginal dryness and dry skin caused by a decrease in estrogen during menopause are common complaints women have at this time. But getting 8 glasses of water a day can help maintain your skin's moisture and offset dryness. Only 8 ounces? Come on, you can do better than that. Drinking water also helps decrease the bloating that occurs with hormonal changes. This kind of symptom is most common in the years just before the periods end for good, and it is often referred to as the perimenopause. Calcium. Now, your need for calcium has to increase during menopause because of loss of estrogen, which can speed up bone loss. If you're not taking estrogen replacement, then you want to aim to get at least 1200 milligrams of calcium a day. If you do take hormone replacement therapy, aim for about 1000 milligrams per day. So the 200 milligram difference, is it worth it? Because it's difficult for most women to achieve that amount of calcium through diet alone. Consider a combination of calcium-rich foods in your diet. Things like milk, non-fat yogurt, and calcium supplements. Getting enough vitamin D is also critical for protecting your bones during menopause. So get out there in the sun. Don't be afraid of the sun. The sun, vitamin D comes from the sun. It is free. And many experts say it's vital for women's health to take vitamin D supplements to ensure that you're getting enough, especially in the winter and in non-sunny climates. Now, although the official recommended daily dose is only 600 international units for most people, Bunce says that many doctors recommend getting 1,000 to 2,000 international units of vitamin D a day. Now, how much would really be right for you? Talk to your doctor about that. But go out there, get the sun. And guys, men, not because this is a show for women, and I'm emphasizing the vitamin D, it helps us too. It helps men. Your metabolism slows down as you get older. It's just a thing that it does. And women in their mid-40s tend to become more sedentary. What that does is contributes to weight gain. And one of the most dreaded menopausal symptoms is weight gain. By filling up on low-calorie fruits and vegetables, you can help minimize the weight gain while getting the nutrients that you need to stay healthy. Some whole grains, such as steel-cut oatmeal, quinoa, barley, and brown rice, provide B vitamins. So you got to toss some whole grains in the mix. And all these help boost energy, manage stress, and keep digestive system from functioning effectively. Folic acid and fiber, also found in whole grains, help lower the risk for cardiovascular disease, which tends to show up after menopause. Now, your iron needs actually go down during your menopausal years. So, focusing on eating lean cuts of beef, eggs, iron-rich cereals, and grains should just about do give you what your body needs. Iron supplements, and that includes multivitamins with iron, are generally not recommended for women after menopause unless your doctor is saying, hey, you have a little bit of an iron deficiency, you need to top up. But if not, you should be good to go. Some experts recommend soy for relief of hot flashes. But again, the research is inconclusive. Soy compounds, isoflavones, mimic estrogen in the body. Studies of the benefits of soy for women in menopause focus on women in Asia who get their soy from food. If you want to try soy, eat edamame, tofu, and other soy foods as much as possible instead of the processed foods like soy burgers. Anytime you can add plant-based foods to your diet, it is always a benefit. Anybody that listens to this show often enough know that we talk about plant-based foods more than anything else as a recommended diet. Flaxseed is one of those wonderful plant-based foods with omega-3 fatty acids. You want to try sprinkling ground flaxseed on your cereal, your yogurt, your salads. Because it adds fiber to your diet and it keeps your arteries healthy and has estrogen-like compounds in it as well. Low-calorie foods in general, you definitely want to get. Truth is that your calorie needs decline with every decade of life you live. The less weight you gain during menopause, the better your menopause symptoms will be in general. So it's worth adopting a diet low in fat. And healthy foods, including fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, those will help to maintain the weight. So, what do you want to avoid? Since these are the things that they recommend that you have, what are the things that they recommend that you avoid? Alcohol. Say what? Yeah, alcohol. Sugar, caffeine, spicy foods. These can trigger hot flashes, aggravate urinary incontinence, increase mood swings, and increase bone loss. So be mindful of that. The women who handle menopause symptoms the best are the ones who approach the menopausal years as a natural progression of their lives and pretty much roll with the punches. They pretty much just go with it. And they don't look at it as a struggle. Many women have spent their entire lives taking care of others. And this is the time of their life that they can just look in the mirror and just say, okay, my turn. Let me take care of me. So ladies, recognize the quality of life that you want to have. Take a look in the mirror and just say, okay, my turn. It is time to take care of me. And it's not just how you physically take care of yourself that would make a difference. You want to make sure you take care of your emotional self as well. So take care of your overall self, your general self, inside and out, your physical as well as your spiritual and emotional. And you should be good to go. I don't see why you wouldn't be. But again, this is just my take on it. I'm a guy who saw his mother go through menopausal symptoms as my first experience with menopause. But if I am saying something wrong, and there are some ladies with experience, or anybody else with some experience that want to set me straight, by all means, please do. The stew pot is still available, and of course, the phone is available, 773-789-STEW. But I think I pretty much covered it pretty well. What say you? This is Wild Tree. The track is called Woman's Worth.
Why does she play these games? She makes herself insane, feeling like a picture in a frame. Trapped, conquered, unloved, not knowing where to go. Why is she so lost? Jah granted her with strength and love to spread and share everywhere. Jah gave her peace and harmony so she could be free.
What's a woman supposed to do? But when the world got mad confused, she have to pick herself up, dust her clothes off, and get on the move.
It is a woman's worth that shines so bright. It is a woman's worth and spreads her light. It is a woman. It is a woman. It is a woman's worth. Yeah. Jah knows she's giving everything of herself and don't know what's in return. Truth is her way. You know she's got to elevate. Jah granted her with strength and love to spread and share everywhere. Jah gave her peace and harmony so she could be free.
What's a woman supposed to do? But when the world got mad confused, she have to pick herself up, dust her clothes off, and get on the move.
It is a woman's worth that shines so bright. It is a woman's worth and spreads her light. It is a woman. It is a woman. It is a woman's worth. Yeah.
This is the sound of AJ Brown. A track called Nubian Queen.
Here I wait in limbo, just biding my time, yeah. Waiting for the winds of fortune to take my weary sail. I'm reminded how blessed I am as I soak in my rain of sorrow. I see your smiling face there, and I see a bright tomorrow. You were sent by the Father to be my life partner, my Nubian queen. All right, for my love, my life, virtuous wife, my Nubian queen. My grandmother used to use this phrase, every hoe of them take a bush, yeah. Woman, you should know you were not chosen just because of your pretty looks. You're the perfect balance between beauty and virtuousness, yeah. Yes, a perfect balance between confidence and compassion, yeah. Sent by the Father to be my life partner, my Nubian queen.
since he called for her.
It's you thinking out all my dreams.
This is AJ Brown's Nubian Queen, Tamara Brown, with Crown Me.
And spending each moment with you. I help you build a castle, baby. Though it got rough along the way, yet you were a strong meditation. Like a king with a master plan. So crown me, baby. In your castle I will be your queen anytime. Crown me, baby. In your castle I will be your queen.
For all the queens out there,
A love that won't go cold. That's a love that you
much honor to you.
need. Even when the tide gets high, I'll never leave your side. Even through thick and thin, you'll always be my king. I'll ride with you through the storm. Your love will keep me calm. So crown me, baby.
Once again, I want to say thanks to JTMC for sponsoring this previous segment.
Queen, we'll be every time.
This is where we roll into our musical therapy.
In your castle I will be your queen.
And that's brought to us by none other than the Wake Up and Live show. And Sir Rockwell kicks off the Wake Up and Live show at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning on rockthebox.net. And with it being hump day,
Baby, when I'm old and gray,
you know it's all downhill from there.
oh, love will remain the same. You always keep me smiling. When I feel like crying, baby, me love the way you run things.
Love the way you run things.
You were born to be a king. I'm happy that you chose me, baby. Now we can raise our precious friends. So crown me, baby. In your castle I will be your queen anytime. Crown me, baby. In your castle I will be your
Running this road by myself, with no one else trying to help me. Just some miracles, thoughts and family. Give me some kind of belief in my ability. The fake ones never help to make it, because them gold plated. But as soon as the fruits ripe, everybody want get a slice. And as soon as they do right, drop it in, everybody want a seat. Come and me tell you this. My circle reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. My circle reserved for my true friends, them alone.
This is the sound of the Ville,
That's only reserved for my
aka Tory Mason.
them alone. No square.
The track is called Real Friends.
Me not trust them uncertain. Them I said them want money fi flow, and them still a try stop me though. Feel them energy, me I feel it. Bad vibes them I carry, me I need it. Things with them I say me not believe it. To honesty me know say time I go reveal it. But as soon as the fruits ripe, everybody want get a slice. And as soon as they do right, drop it in, everybody want a seat. Come and me tell you this. My circle reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone. song, yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, but you need somebody to remind you. And if you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So waste no time. Change your life. You and I will chase the skies and no limit. If you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever.
This is the sound of King Charles.
If you want to, you can
From his album Still Searching, this is Juice.
be your king forever. Oh yeah. Girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce on, yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, you need somebody to remind you. If you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So if you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever. Yeah. If you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever.
She want to touch her. Some of her fancy things and take her on the world, but I me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. I me she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her. Yeah. So I touch her in the morning, touch her in the evening. Good loving from the rasta man she receiving. Loyal empress, I me know she not deceiving. She a blaze, movie is
The sound of Bingy Blaze.
but right now she need to unwind. It's touching time. She tell me say a touching.
It's called Rasta Touch.
House and money and vehicle. I mean she want to touch her. Some of her fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. I mean she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her. A blind, she feel like she wanna fly. She never yet been so high. She's in love, she cannot deny. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Rasta I give her more than text. Stimulate her mind, body, soul, intellect. Take her to some place that she never been yet. Seen some things that she never seen yet. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. Some a come with house and money and vehicle. Now me she want to touch her. Some a buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but a me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. And me she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her. Well, hear me now. What yo? She on the food pan plate. Now bend down low, she want elevate. Blah 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 and them not penetrate. Now the rasta pass you and she start celebrate. See what you see and do what you're doing. Girl, she's got something, hey, hey, that money can buy. Some a come with house and money and vehicle, but a me she want to touch her. Some a buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but a me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. A me she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her. Touch me again, she say touch me again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. She know without a doubt I am a touching legend. I don't know if X can touch she again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. Touch me again, she say touch me again. She know without a doubt I am a touching legend. I don't know if X can touch she again. Bosa, 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 bosa. Big up yourself, this kid.
This is GAE. A track called Yo Rasta.
Yo Rasta,
Miss Chin,
Yo Rasta,
Miss Chin. Wagwan, me Empress.
walk on, me boyfriend. I met you when I had nothing.
From the album Reggae Prescription.
You dried my tears and took away my blues. You spoke your mind like a rebel with the cause, and sweetly gave me your love without a pause. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me. You left your dread mark on the very start. You left your dread mark on me broken heart. You left your dread mark that throbbed in my head. You left your dread mark deep that's innocent. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me.
Like the funk friend that struck me, I go glide on your fret. No rain now fall, chin yes, still you wet. Go and hold tight, cause I saw the weather set. The heights of great man were reach and kept. Time through the night, come make we do it and sweat. You're the chick, me and me reggae, I'm the dub, play the brownie. Love me, I kick down the gate like the master monk of Charlotte.
You drew me in with your Caribbean charm, and pulled me close to you with love and open arms. You showed me life from a different point of view, a breath of fresh air from the life that I once knew. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me. You left your dread mark on the very start. You left your dread mark on the broken heart. You left your dread mark that throbbed in my head. You left your dread mark deep that's innocent.
You don't know Rasta got soul. Get into the crew of it under control. Love overdue, me don't pay me toll. When the Rasta a rock, him out run the roll. Time after time catch up when you're falling. Authentic, created, you're my lily of the morning. Some boys still a snore on a broad day morning. Nick get to do upon the flowers, which is you, ain't that charming?
You lost to say,
don't worry yourself today. Be impressed, say
everything I need. You lost to say,
don't worry yourself today. Be impressed, say
everything I need. You lit a spark in me and left your mark on me.
I can find a way out, way from all them crosses and lies in my life.
18 minutes to the top of the hour.
Away from all them
This is Ed Robinson.
A
track called Find a Way Out.
Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning, so sun them calling. Don't they have better things to do? 5 o'clock in the evening, way too much gossiping, all about who's doing who. I will find a way out, way from all them crosses and lies in my life. I will find a way out, away from all them problems and strife, round my life, yeah. Tom says, Harry done tell. Peter says, Jackie loved to spread. Marvin says, Barry said, Eddie said they can all go to hell. I will find a way out, way from all them crosses and lies in my life. I'ma find a way out, yeah. Away from all them problems and strife. Round my life. Some begging 100, some begging 50. Still it won't help, no, cannot help. Some begging 20, some of them begging 10. Stooping low as hell, betraying your friends. So I'ma find a way out, away from all them crosses and lies. So much life in my life, I'ma find a way out, away from all them problems and strife. So much strife about my life, yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning, so son name calling. Don't they have better things to do? 5 o'clock in the evening, way too much gossiping, all about who's doing who. I'ma find a way out,
15 minutes to the top of the hour, 15 minutes before I get out of here. This is Shauna Dazzle. I just love this track. It's called Mr. DJ.
Come in with a big tune, let the niceness fill up the room. I just can't sit still, let the dancers run out. Oh, Mr. DJ, better one again.
Yeah, I love it too.
Pull up that DJ Kevin, Sentinel say that.
If you insist. It's called our musical therapy on this healthy love night. Reminding you, I'm back tomorrow night, Real Talk Wednesday. Right after Real Rockers with Marlon. If you missed Melissa Jane before I came on tonight, no worries, go look her up, Melissa Jane, the Melissa Jane Show on Facebook. Look her up, you can find the show there. You can listen to Katie's advice.
Conscious music to cleanse your mind, mix it up every time it please me. Then I hype up the place and the music just with me. Oh, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Oh, this one bit forward, pull it back again. Oh, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Oh, this one bit forward, pull it back again.
I know I shouldn't, but I should really be winding you down, right? That's alright. I'm gonna wind you down. Watch it. Son of Nadine Sutherland. Never in Love. This is the sound of IKEA. It's called Good Man. And if there's a good man in your life right now, just give him a shout out. Whether it be a father, uncle, a brother, a husband, a boyfriend, whomever.
He's a true defender and not a pretender. He cares for body, soul, and mind. He could be the warmth of your rainy sun in December. A man who knows to take his time. And no matter how hard the work, he'll put it in to make sure that everything stays safe and everything is secure. Oh my, his love is always on my mind. Yeah, a good man is hard to find. The world ain't full of them, so when I get mine, I'm gonna make sure that he's alright. A good man is hard to find. The world ain't full of them, so when I get mine, I'm gonna make sure that he's alright. He'll be there to lift you up and make you
Thank you very much.
you are down, take you off your bended knees and make you feel you wear a crown. Oh my, he's on my mind. Yeah, baby, me for him and him for me. It's real, no, it's not make believe. Love is the reality. It feels like we were meant to be. I know that our love will grow. Hey, a good man is hard to find. The world ain't full of them, so when I get mine, I'm gonna make sure that he's alright. A good man is hard to find. The world ain't full of them, so when I get mine, I'm gonna make sure that he's alright.
I got you, MJ.
So I cook your food, I wash your clothes, I make sure everything is alright. Oh, I'll be your secretary when you need me. You only have to call. A good man is hard to find. The world ain't full of them, so when I get mine, I'm gonna make sure that he's alright. I'm your queen, you're the king beside of me. You're my strength, you are here to guide.
This is Etana.
Wanna be your warrior.
It's called Warrior Love.
My barrier with my love as my weapon. I can walk the world without a fear. I can hold my head high without a care. And I can fight the world, every grudge for one, everybody mind, girl. With your love as my weapon. Oh, then you can't stop the way I feel for you. My love has no boundary. And you can't pull it away. I feel I fight for you and you fight for me. And you can't stop the way. Them wishing, them hoping, and fighting and pray. Them can't stop this warrior love. Living in a house with a bed and a broke down fridge. I was there, I mean, cook the cabbage. When things seem to go from bad to worse, a kiss from your lips seemed to break the curse. Now that we're living glorious, there's no just a job. Make him burn down the wicked with the living fire. And the rod of correction will give us direction away from the Eden and bless us with children. Can't stop the way I feel.
It's like that, MJ.
No, there's no boundary. And can't bully the way I feel. I fight for you and you fight for me. Them can't stop the way the wish and them hoping and fighting and praying. Them can't stop this warrior
Kevin, Stu.
Last one to run, first to defend. The menace the sun. To me, he was a friend. Never wanted a penny more than the agreement.
This is the one and only Hezron Clark.
Born and raised as a soldier.
Working out with Louis Culture. The only man I heard sing the telephone directory. It's Hezron.
He was a hero to some. He was their sorrow.
It's called Warrior Heaven.
Where do the warriors go?
So I gotta bounce out here tonight. I wanna thank you all.
Streets are paved with gold.
Remember, I'm back tomorrow. Real Talk Wednesday. Thank you very much, Julie. You caught that time, MJ.
Hero stories are told. Must be a place where the truths unfold as the billows roll.
It's just how it flows, sis.
Wrong in the sun, we live where politics steer, and the people of the higher society don't care. While the rapers and the killers of the people them steer. Your justice declare and the place get repaired. See all of them the good things we see you make happen. It hurt me to see your body lay down in a coffin. But all when your bones them rotten, you're gone, but you're never forgotten. And though society offers no better father, no better promise. They say you are a bad man, but oh, as for me, 1,000 times salute to a true warrior. Somebody tell me, where do the warriors go? Is there a place where the streets are paved with gold? Milking honey flowing from the fountains. Everything is there for warriors ever.
Every time, sis, no worries. Thank you all. Catch you all later on. This is where I get out of here. Let me be the first to wish you a happy hump day. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world. Catch you later.
In the moment is priceless. Consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.